Hi, everyone, and welcome back to Writing Tip of the Week. My name is Julie Stigmeyer, and I work with the GSCP in writing support. Today, I want to talk about writing with coherence and give you a strategy for how to write with more coherence. So, coherence and cohesion are fairly similar terms that speak about the quality of forming a unified whole or forming a united whole. Sounds pretty much alike, right? Well, that's the dictionary definition. In writing, we like to refer to coherence as working on a global level. How are all of your ideas working together as a whole? Whereas cohesion focuses on word and sentence level, on the local or specific level. So today I want to focus on coherence, looking at the global level. Another writing tip I did, we talked about meal paragraphs, where you take a single body paragraph from your paper and make sure that it follows that acronym. You might want to look back at my past YouTube videos to check that out. Today, we're going to talk about a strategy called reverse outlining, which is another way to increase coherence in your paper. A reverse outline means creating the outline of your paper, not before you begin to write, but after you have finished writing a section or a big part of your paper. And the benefit of a reverse outline can ensure that your ideas are organized clearly and coherently, and you can analyze what you've already written by viewing the big picture of your paper. So why would you need to ever do this? Well, I've worked with a few different students who they get pretty far into their paper and then realize they're not sure if it's organized well or if it's communicating as much as what they were trying to say. And they feel kind of lost and like they can't find a way out to make sense of what they've written. So I like suggesting a reverse outline because it can ensure that you are organizing your ideas as clearly as possible. So how do you do this? Well, if you take your paper, you number each paragraph. So you probably won't look at the introduction so much, but look at the body paragraphs in your paper. Put a 1 in the margin of each paragraph or your first paragraph, a 2, and keep going all the way through. On a separate piece of paper, write number 1 and list the main point of the first paragraph. So just try to read the whole paragraph and in one short sentence, and see what you focused on. Continue that way through your whole paper. All the paragraphs, write a number 2, what's that paragraph about, 3, etc. When you've finished these steps, you can look over the outline that you have created, this reverse outline. Then you can ask yourself some questions. Are the paragraphs properly focused, or are there multiple ideas within a paragraph? If you found you had difficulty summarizing everything in a paragraph in 1 or maybe 2 sentences, you probably have too much within that paragraph and you might need to separate. Are there extraneous ideas within a paragraph that can be deleted or moved to another, more pertinent paragraph? So that's kind of piggybacking on the first question. If you felt like there were multiple ideas, perhaps you need to divide them up. Are there unnecessary repetitions throughout the paper? So did you speak about one topic at the beginning and then partway through you kind of repeated that topic again? When you look at the paper as a whole from this reverse outline, does the organization reflect what you promised in your introduction or thesis? So usually we give an idea of what we're going to cover in our intro and thesis. Were you successful at doing that now that you can see your reverse outline? And the last thing is, does the logic of the argument flow well from paragraph to paragraph? Is there important information that should occur earlier within the paper? So you might see, I was just looking at a paper last week like this, where some of the information 2/3 of the way through went better, more logically with some sections at the beginning. So I suggested a little rearranging. A lot of times it's revision is not necessarily rewriting everything. A lot of times it's more about reorganization and restructuring. That's all for this week's writing tip of the week. Feel free to reach out for writing support. We are still here during the coronavirus crisis and we are here to help you. Until next time, happy writing.